Even eugenics is like 200 plus hours, supposedly. Take a look at my my Steam list and my backlog list and see what kind of options we have.
To have made it this far, you must be a warrior of
Hey,
exceptional
Twinsy.
skill. I am Kajiwara Kagetoki, ordered by Minamoto no Yoritomo to subjugate the wicked yokai wreaking havoc on our world.
Oh, you have slightly different pants. My bad. My bad.
And yet,
I see. If Yoritomo is alive, this must be the Heian period. It appears we've
You forgot the kitty emotes we're in?
time again.
Oh boy, get ready for a flood of cats.
Mount Kurama
Oh boy.
is the great Tengu's domain. This
Eugenics is made from the devs made by Binding of Isaac? Yes.
home to benevolent Nigatama.
And it is
I
wild.
have a
The
bad
game is
feeling.
absolutely wild.
Stay alert.
You know what it reminds me of is it almost reminds me of the people that make South Park. It's like the same, almost the same humor, except for not as direct, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe that's a terrible comparison. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's just like, it's just out there, goofy. I mean, the whole game's about cats. Crossbreeding them, inbreeding them. But I guess, I mean, Binding of Isaac was pretty out there too, wasn't it? I've never played it. I've seen it played a couple times, and it did not appeal to me whatsoever. The only thing that appeals to me about Eugenics is the combat and the actual game itself. That style of game is appealing. Here's the snow globs. Ow. This. This. Takes care of that.
Yoritomo will easily dispatch these yokai, and certainly avenge me.
Getting levels like crazy. Little long neck bros. Oh. Does so much key damage. You're interested to see how they made 200 hours worth of content out of a game like that? Well, it's a roguelite. So you have to die, I think, to progress half of the mechanics. From what I've seen, so you start out being able to go to one area, right? Once you beat the boss there, you retire your team. Then you have to go in with a new team. You have to progress through that, and then into another section. And then you have to beat that section. You retire that team, and then you have to go through all of them just over and over. But your overall team gets better and better and better as you go. And then apparently, like, some of the reviews are saying they've played for, 200 hours and they're still finding new stuff. So I guess any game can have 200 hours of content if you suck at it. True. Very true. Very true. Let's do this. Oh, that's good. Oh, we're dead. Oh, not dead. Hashtag not dead. Yeah. Go, buddy. Come on now. There we go. Rude. One of the other issues with, like, picking another game to play or whatever when you're waiting on one to come out, it's like half of the games that I have to play, I don't know how long they'll take. I don't want to start something we can't finish if I can help it. But I may have to. We just start something cozy and then we can finish it up later, when we got downtime between other games. A trick. Oh boy. Nope. Bad umbrella. There we go. Those are scary. You ever considered different games for the morning and afternoon? Yeah, and I did that not too awful long ago. It's a pain in the butt, but it's doable. Did you die to? You did not die to anything, which means red or dead. I was considering that with this too. I still want to level up a bit and get some more gear. But now that I know that there's really nothing past New Game Plus currently, I don't want to, like, burn myself out on it to the point where I don't ever want to return. So I was thinking maybe this in the mornings and New Game in the afternoons. I'm not sure. It would just make each game take twice as long. That's also true. And something to consider. Yep. Streamer problems. It's true. It's true. Hashtag streamer probs. Whoa, 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 Tengu. Okay, no. No, sir. Nope. Not cool, man. Ow. Ow. Ow, please stop. Agony. Please, sir. I have children. Please. Okay. That guy over there is so annoying. And we don't have to worry about that jerk over there. Now we do. Lord, that Tengu had too much HP. Alright. Great. Oh, was that the Crucible Guardian? Or the, Crucible Wraith? Yeah, I think it was. That would make sense as to why it had so much HP. Before I fight these and inevitably get killed, let's fight this thing and get killed. Wonderful. Love that part. Eat him up, Billy! Yeah, there we go. Nice. Awesome.
It was once so quiet around here, too. More yokai!
I'm excited for Crimson Desert, though. I don't know if you got to see drop frames over the weekend, Benji, but they interviewed one of the publishing team, the marketing director, and he did his job, man. He hyped it up. I'm a lot more interested in the game than I was. He did say a couple things that were a little concerning, but, you know. Yeah, the interview is pretty interesting. I can save you a little bit of time. Effectively, what he was saying was that there's a ton of content out there. Half of it is wrong because it's, you know, from prior to 2024. Which the game has changed several times over the course of when it started development, because it started as an MMO. He was also saying that they have not, even with all of the stuff that has been revealed, they still have stuff to reveal, basically. So over the next couple weeks, they're gonna be revealing a whole bunch more stuff. And then, what was the other key thing he was talking about? So one of the concerning things was that there's no... He said you can't call it an RPG because their focus was open world. So the story is fixed. There are no... He said there's basically no decision-making points. The story, it's just a fixed story. That kind of sucks. So there's kind of no good and evil thing to the game. And that's why they didn't want to put the RPG label on it. Because there's not traditional RPG stuff in it. If that makes sense. So that was a little concerning, but a lot of the other stuff he was talking about was very interesting. And the fact that they have more to reveal is pretty interesting. Yeah, he said there were no dialogue options, and there's no like good and evil. Like, it's a fixed story, but how you go about completing the mission is up to you. So you could, his example was you can either steal the item, or kill the guy, or buy it, or barter for it, or gamble for it, or whatever, and complete the quest that way. But there's no, like, you know, you kill the guy and you get evil points towards, you know, evil disposition and, you know, yada yada yada. It's not your traditional good and evil via, like, D&D. And considering there's a fixed story, and your character is one of the good guys, as he described them, yeah. I don't know. The whole story thing is a little concerning to me, because if the story is not great, I mean, I don't know. You can have a crap story and still have a great game, for sure. So we'll see. The map, though, is huge, and like he multiple times he pointed out that the game is focused on open world. So he said one of his favorite things to do, because he's put hundreds of hours into the game because he's testing it and wants to know how it works and all that jazz, so he can answer these questions. He said one of his favorite things is just look into the horizon off a tall mountain or whatever, and like, oh man, whatever that is over there looks cool, and just go out for it and just go exploring. And they did say there was a lot of reward for exploring, which is great. I hate games that are super open world and super interesting areas, and there's no reward for going there and looking at it. Always super sucks. Dude. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Off of Elden Ring? Yeah. Yeah, Elden Ring really got on my nerves with the, oh, you found this really cool spot. Here's this worthless piece of junk. Oh, and you had to jump and nearly kill yourself to get it.
Yokai running rampant in the capital. If I die, you die with me.
Don't get me wrong, Elden Ring was a great game. But I personally think a lot of the awards that it got was literally just because it was FromSoft. And it's kind of like, it's kind of like when a Mario game comes out and like Mario can do no wrong, if you know what I mean. Or what's another one? There's another game series it's on the tip of my tongue and I just can't. Oh, Zelda. Zelda is the perfect example. Zelda can do no somehow Breath of the Wild got, I think is still getting awards. And I know more people that hated that game than liked it. Mario was so good it won Astrobot Game of the Year. Wait, what?
Is that a Tengu? Something must be.
Oh, Lord, chat. Really don't want to fight this guy. I really don't. Oh, Astrobot is essentially a Mario game. It's a bad take, but it won because of Nintendo nostalgia. Gotcha. Yeah, I saw Astrobot and it didn't. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, you're right. That's another game people were talking about all the time. And, I mean, I know people, you know, stuff appeals to different people, yada, 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 but, like, I don't know. I don't get it. It's like certain genres and certain developers and certain IPs, like they just, no matter what they put out, people are just showering it with praise. Even, like, it could be absolute crap, and they're like, oh my, this is the best. It's the best game ever. Reminds you of Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, did I just wipe my buffs? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, good. Great. Death Stranding, yeah, that's one I will never understand. That game looks so freaking boring and just and people just are just rabid about that game. It's so baffling to me. Okay, I went way better than I thought. You'd argue Galaxy was better? Oh boy. I should have prefaced all of this with the fact that I am not a Zelda fanboy and I am not a Mario fanboy. I could care less for either IP. So, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Let us be off.
Never been a huge Nintendo fan in general. Samus, Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, like I'm just like it's whatever. I don't know. Zelda is the one that blows me away though. We're disgruntled gamers. Just old men shouting at clouds. I can get behind that. Yeah. To be fair, same could be said for Final Fantasy, WoW, etc. Just rabid fans in general, which is great for the IPs. True. Yep. True. I don't know. The Death Stranding crowd, though, is a little... They're a little out there. They were like they were full on attacking people that enjoyed other games because Death Stranding didn't win awards. It's just like, Death Stranding is a walking simulator with a story that no one understands. No one. Like, there's Rabid and then there's Rabid. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't understand Death Stranding. And don't get me wrong, I love weird, crazy, nonsensical stuff in games that make you think. But, like, I don't know. There's stuff that makes you think, and then there's stuff that it just doesn't make any sense. And it never will, because it never made any sense to begin with. There was no basis of sense in the design. And I think that's why everybody loves his games. Because nothing makes sense. I'm sure they make perfect sense to Kojima. I'm sure they make absolute perfect sense to him. To everyone else? And can you imagine the board meetings? He's just sitting there, he's like, here's this idea. And everybody at the board meeting is just looking at each other like, I mean, it's Kojima. Okay, it's approved. I don't know what this is about, but alright, sure. There was a toaster and a flying refrigerator. Whatever, man. And some black goop. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're in. Check signed. Let's go.